This is just going to be a quick thing here. And I just want to give a little reminder to America, or just rather, something to think about. We obviously, one of the big hot topics is this big libtard push to take away the guns. And we're always talking about the uninfringible right to bear arms. Okay? And we always go back to guns. But people don't seem to take in mind what the word arms really means. When you see some of these big stories on TV from time to time about arms scandals and arms races, they're not even talking about guns. Right? They're usually talking about what? Missiles? Bombs? Planes, tanks, helicopters, stuff like that? That's what arms is, isn't it? Now, I'm over here at constitution.org, and granted, I think there's some of this in this little thing here that could be interpreted as a bit of propaganda leaning towards one perspective or the other, but apparently this is their quote-unquote, their opinion of what the legal definition of arms is or possibly should be, as it is not well defined. But here it says the U.S. Constitution does not adequately define arms. When it was adopted, arms included muzzle-loaded muskets and pistols, swords, knives, bows and arrows, and spears. However, a common law definition would be light infantry weapons, which can be carried and used together with ammunition by a single militiaman, functionally equivalent to those commonly used by the infantrymen in land warfare. That certainly included modern rifles and handguns, full auto machine guns and shotguns, grenades and grenade launchers, flares, smoke, tear gas, incendiary rounds, and anti-tank weapons, but not heavy artillery, rockets, or bombs, or lethal chemical, biological, or nuclear weapons. Somewhere in between, we need to draw the line. The standard has to be that arms included weapons which would enable citizens to effectively resist government tyranny, but the precise line will be drawn politically rather than constitutionally. The rule should be that arms include all light infantry weapons that do not cause mass destruction. If we follow the rule, that personal right should be interpreted broadly and government powers narrowly, which was the intention of the framers instead of the reverse, then arms must be interpreted broadly. Okay, so this is from constitution.org. I'm not making this up. And I've said it time and time again. And everybody wants to talk about guns. But what about the rest of it? They have tanks, they have missiles, they have grenades, they have bombs. And according to the Constitution, we should have the stuff too to protect us from them. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not going to go out and try to round up a bunch of tanks and bombs and planes and shit. I mean, I'm not trying to go get blown up or taken out by the government, but I'm giving y'all the realistic definition of what the framers actually intended. This is what they intended. So don't forget, when you're talking about the right to bear arms, we aren't just talking about guns. We're talking about helicopters, tanks, destroyers, carriers, missiles, all that stuff. Because if they have that stuff to take you out in warfare, then you need to have it to use in warfare, because that's what it clearly says here. You need stuff that you can use to resist the government in warfare. I'm just making a point that a lot of people seem to lose sight of. The framers were pretty smart. They had a pretty good idea of what was coming, And I just wanted to just give y'all something to think about. Y'all take care. I will talk to y'all soon.